I'm speaking with local florist Audina Hardstaff. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very good. And can you tell me more about Flowers on the Fly by Audina?
Um, Flowers on the Fly by Adina is a flower shop, a little studio. I've actually renovated my garage into a shop studio. It's basically a little flower shop. Um, I actually started about 7 years ago. This will be my 7th year. Yeah, and it's just a little business I started as a little extra income for my family. And it's kind of blown up into kind of a real deal.
And how exactly is the display that you put up at Fabricland helping support local charities?
I guess the history on it is the food bank means a lot to me. My husband and I were married and quite young, and we had little ups and downs. And I do remember a time that um, we needed to take advantage of the food bank. And I just think with the families and everything that we have going on with everything, I don't even want to say the word COVID, but with things, there's some hardships and stuff. The dress itself, I've wanted to make for quite a while. I designed in a competition a few years ago and constructed a beautiful floral gown on a mannequin. And over the years, I've always wanted to do it. And I approached Fabricland. I guess we planted the seed last year, but I was so busy with classes. And because of COVID, I haven't had any classes, and I've had more time, and it's been on the top of my to-do list. So I created this thing and just thought, I can't keep it myself. I want to share it. And by doing so, I'd like to do some good for the community. And when I approached Bev from Fabricland, she was so gracious to give me the form and be able to display it down at her shop at Fabricland. And they got the whole staff on board for collecting food, like the actual, like physical food, and as well as monetary for the food bank in Lloydminster here.
And how can residents help support this cause with you?
So they're accepting physical donations down at Fabricland. We'll be collecting them and taking them to the food banks closer to Christmas, as well as Bev has so kindly set up so that there is monetary donations that can be made, that you could call in to Fabricland and call in to do a donation if you'd like, so there's less physical contact. But if you're in there shopping and picking up materials or stuff for your crafting, you could also support while you're down there.
And has support been good so far with residents?
I delivered the dress on Wednesday, and I was just so overwhelmed at all the food that was already there. They had already started collecting, and they've got some draws and stuff like that going on as well in Fabricland. I also heard that there's another store, retail outlet in Lloyd that's actually interested in displaying the dress as well, and I just thought that was a really cool idea. So they've done a donation, and I'll be moving the dress over to another location for it to be displayed at. I believe the business is called the Silver Mannequin, so it's not very far from the Fabricland, but obviously a clothing shop. It would fit well in with what she sells and stuff like that.
And do you have more future plans for Flowers on the Fly by Audina for displays and in hope of helping local charities?
Yes, I absolutely do. This was a really something that I could showcase what I could do. I did a very basic design, very simple. I did start adding different things to it. And then I just kind of scaled it back to a very simple, clean, sparkly, kind of elegant look. The plan is to possibly next year do another one and just sort of do a little bit more, I guess, more fancier, more glam. And then possibly with word of mouth, planting the seed that possibly other businesses in Lloydminster would take a turn in donating and having the dress form displayed during the holiday season.
Perfect. Well, I think this is a great idea, Adina, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks again for joining me today.
Thank you, Shelby, so much for taking the time and having a little chat with me. It was nice to meet you. So you have yourself a wonderful day.